Oh, child, things are gonna get easier. Oh, child, things will get brighter. Oh, child, things are gonna get easier. Oh, child, things will get brighter. Oh my God. I'm gonna fix this phone. I always say that, don't I? Okay. Oh, fix my damn. My things everywhere. Let me fix it, y'all. Hold up. Can I get a damn mount for my phone that's not crazy as hell? Good morning. Um, good morning, people. How y'all doing? I watched the VP presidential debate last night, uh, and I'm gonna say Kamala Harris was the winner of that debate. Pence came across as very bothered. He was very flustered, and he couldn't deal with that lady. You know, she was definitely handing him his behind on a silver platter. Also, I just think that, see, that's why I always say when YouTubers be like men arguing with women, and men fighting women, and that's not cool for men to argue with women, but women don't have a disadvantage. They're not at a disadvantage because of me being a man or that person being a man arguing with them. We're on YouTube. It's equal. It's an equal fighting field on YouTube. There's no, there are some grimy dudes that just do anything. Yes, but there's no advantage that a man have because he's a man on YouTube arguing with a woman. I never agreed with that. But Kamala Harris is a why I say that, because that man Pence had he had no advantage over her. She's a woman, and she was arguing, she was debating with a man, and she clearly out debated him. Hey, JJLC, Indigo, uh, Volvo. I can't see. Is that Bama? Is that Bama? Buck? I can't see it, y'all. It's dark in my car. Um, Volvo. Okay. Who else up? Who's up on the Volvo? I'm speaking to you, but I can't see your name that good. Um, but and I was listening to some of Sir King, and Sir King was saying that Kamala was giving him tree CTs because she was bossy. No, she demanded respect. Pence clearly was going over the 2 minute mark. He kept doing, he was trying to mimic the play that Trump did with Biden, and Kamala wasn't having it. So, yes, she should have said, I need my 2 minutes. He clearly has gone over his 2 minutes. So, you're not going to stop me from talking. And he keeps constantly breaking the rule that his camp set up. And can anyone tell me what the little minion? I said that in Captivating Christians. Go check out Captivating Christians video. He did a live debate. He was watching the debate yesterday, but there was a fly on Pence's head, and the fly just was chilling. And I think the fly was one of Trump's minions telling him, "You're effing up. You know you good as got now." Trump doesn't like when you display weakness, and that's perceived weakness. But I think that he did some deflecting. Some of the questions, let me say now, some of the stuff Kamala said, I think she may have skirted around some direct answers. Not many, but there was a couple of times I did see her skirt around and not really be just like, you know. But overall, she wiped the floor with his ass. And I kept I kept taking notice of her saying, I'm an African American woman. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. I was like, girl, so you leaving that Asian out of there now, that Indian, I mean. You leaving Indian out now. You're not saying it. You said, I'm a woman of color. I'm a black woman. Okay, well, that's better, Kamala. Because I don't care what Indian ancestry, and you should acknowledge your. If a person's mixed, the other parent is just as important as the black parent. I'm one of those people. I don't believe you should be like, I'm just black because you're mixed with black and white. Does that person have to denounce a whole parent that made them who they are? But does society see you as black? Yes. Obama could never say, well, I'm not, I want you to recognize me as a white man. To any racist organization, they're not going to accept him. They're going to call him a black man. So Kamala, in slavery days, she would have been a slave right alongside the rest of us. But in today's environment, the atmosphere today, you definitely, there's a lot of multicultural, multi-ethnic, there's people or hodgepodge of different nationalities. So I understand that. In my family, we have different nationalities. I've always been a proponent of that, saying, you have to definitely, I have people, and there's quite a few biracial people in my family. There's Hispanic in my family. There's white in my family. So I understand being a person that say, I'm multiracial. I identify as a black person that's multiracial. And I remember a friend of mine, like on the dating apps, he would tell me, but you're mixed like me. Aren't I know you're mixed like me. And he had met my family. And I'm like, just because you have a grandmother that's mixed black and white or Hispanic and white, I'm not going into detail about my background like that. But I say that to say I'm a black person, regardless. Aren't we all mixed anyway? Blacks in this country are mixed. Hell, we're the product of slaves and slave masters having children. So of course we're not first generation African people. Hell, we're the equivalency of Puerto Ricans. We just have the white instead of the Spanish mostly. But I think that, I gave kudos to Kamala. I just be saying her name different ways. But I think that Pence was definitely, you can look at him, if he didn't have that makeup on his face, he would have been beat red, I'm sure. Hey Linty, JLC, Bookworm, that's who it is. Hey Bookworm, I couldn't make out your name because I was in the shadows. Um, you guys, you come on and check us out. The gentleman's panel will be on Brother Jay's platform tonight, 6:40, 6:45 Central Standard Time. Come chill with us, have a great time. Um, but Pence, he was definitely that whole entitlement. I'm gonna just, I don't care about rules. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm a white man. How dare you tell me, white woman, what to do? I'm a white man debating a black woman. I speak when I want to. I end this conversation when I want to. But Kamala wasn't having that at all. She said, bitch, where, bitch? But I'm just like, I want to just see what the reviews of the debate. And I told someone Saturday Night Live is going to have a field day with this. Saturday Night Live is going to milk this for all it's worth, and I can't wait. And y'all saw when Kamala was making, like, I just live for her facial expressions, because that's how I look at people in real life when they say stupid things, and I'm just like, and I think that her looks, her expressions were like, are you kidding me? Did this son of a gun just say this? Really? May I address that because he's attacking, my background, and I want to address this. And I want to see what the fact checkers are gonna say, because at work I usually put my Bluetooth on and I'm listening while I'm working. I'll be, doing my charts and everything, listening to reviews. I listen to YouTube while I'm at work also. Um, but okay, come on, y'all. And I was watching. Yeah, you know what I was thinking? Big Bree always has. She made a little snide comment, and I'm just like, girl. And this is, I jumped. Yeah, okay. We was talking about the president, the VP debate, but I just want to throw that in before I forgot to say this. She, she's made cute little comments, and always making, you know, it's like she'll try to throw something in, and well, that's what they say, and that's it's like, nah, that's Duchess Kelly Love, two peas in the pod, both of them spineless. But I was like, look at this big bitch shaped like a beauty blender, and you sit up here, girl, sit down somewhere, shut up. Shut your mouth up. And I know it's hard for you to shut that fucking gaping maw of yours because you're always shoveling fucking gallons of food into it, girl. But for once, go roll your ass into a corner and just shut the fuck up. You big bodied, beluga whale built bitch. Okay, that was my Brianna roast for the morning. Now back to our usual topics. Um, So I'm just like, I was listening to Rico as well this morning. I listened to some of Sir King, as I was saying. Sir King, you were talking about our Detroit lady got into it with Tracy, y'all. Where did this happen? Because I need to see this. Lynn T, did you see this, or who saw Lady Detroit getting into it with Tracy? Someone said it was on Kiki's channel. I don't know. And Sir King, let me tell you something. I don't see it for Kiki, but you are such a damn hypocrite. You're full of shit, Sir King, because you said Kiki's, Lady Detroit is just messy. And Sir King, you don't think you're messy? You're messy as hell, Sir King. But one thing I can say about Kiki, is that at least she shows her face, and you don't. And then when you made that remark about me being boring, well, I'm on my own platform. See, I don't have to have lemon and jello and fucking grape jam and whoever else the fuck come over there to make me shine. You rely on others to stimulate your audience. It's not you, Sir King. You could be doing voiceovers for some type of ASMR fucking videos. Your voice doesn't have life, Sir King. And to call somebody boring is hypocrisy at its best. Okay. So, hey Stephanie Renee. Okay, yeah. I know you don't. But I I just thought it was funny that people can say those things. Because let me tell you something, Sir King. I'm gonna tell you this: you're doing good on your channel. I'm not a hater. So see, that's the difference. I don't hate on other YouTubers and what they do because I'm not trying to make a coin like that on YouTube. See, I'm going to work. YouTube is not my bread and butter. YouTube is a pair of shoes and a bill here or there. It's nothing that I cannot eat out for, a day and make that, that's a YouTube chick. You know what I'm saying? So I think that some of you who are searching and trying to chase that YouTube coin, good for you. But I'm not with you guys on that. That's just not my thing. It's a hobby. YouTube is a hobby. It's a brand as well for me, but it's a brand that I'm not rushing to build up to such a status that, it's my bread and butter. If it happens, it happens. But, and then Sir King was talking about Jay Dunn supposedly calling the police in Orlando. That may or may not have happened. Who's to say? You guys will see the show. But I think that this whole just putting things out there in the street that may be true or untrue or have partial amounts of the truth, that's not cool. If you've ended a friendship with a person, just end it. Keep it moving. And that's for everyone on both sides. Keep it moving. If I don't F with you, I just don't F with you. I don't give people that energy. And I had to check someone, this person I was friends with years ago. And I told you guys this in a story time before. This Ethiopian friend that I had, he was always competing with me. I didn't know I was in a competition with anyone, but he was competing with me, and I wasn't aware. He would be like, "Do you like my belt? I got my belt from Saks. I got my belt from Neiman Marcus. These shoes came from this place and that place, and these are Gucci this and this is Gucci that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, this what I got came from Banana Republic. What the hell? Forever 21. I mean, who cares? You can put a gorilla in an Armani suit. It's still a gorilla." So it was funny because when we would go out, people would be like, "Oh, I like that. I like your outfit. Or those are nice." And I'm like looking at my whole outfit, and it's probably like $100 without the shoes. But he'd come out with like a $500 outfit and wouldn't get any compliments. And I think that's what kind of rubbed him the wrong way. I'm going through all this shit and I'm not getting compliments, and I didn't went and got my body waxed, and I didn't went and got this, and I'm like, "Well, girl, you built like a fucking deep freezer, honey. You built like a deep freezer. Wear black all the time. Just say that you're embracing Rhythm Nation, Janet Jackson. I mean, hey Ty Taylor, but he brought his big deep freezer built ass back into the spot again. He came back and he was talking to a friend of mine. So he's asking about me, not trying to be negative, making comments about me. Now the conversation had nothing to do with me, and I've known this friend much longer than him. He met the person. I've known the person that was being messy hadn't known my friend as long as I've known him, but they've known each other for years. But I'm gonna say the bitch name. His name is Yanni. Yanni is the Ethiopian person. So Yanni asking questions. Is he dating someone, or what kind of car he have? Is he renting? Is he buying? What is he doing? And my friend was like, well, you can ask him that. You're because we're not friends anymore because I called him a fake bitch. But when me and my friend lived together before, when I was in between apartments, and my friend was like, well, you can stay here as long as you want. But of course, I stayed there like about 3 months, 3 or 4 months. Now, and again, I've known this person for 20 plus years. He's been around my family. I've been around his family, his daughter, his mother. He's been around my mother, all my family mostly. But messy ass Yanni, when I was gonna move there, he's like, he be dating. What if he have guys coming in your apartment all the time? What if he have guys coming over there? Now keep in mind, bitch, you in my face laughing and grinning, but you going behind my back saying this shit. And he was saying that. Meanwhile, he's talking to me about my other friend and saying, you think he's gonna be like, if you're dating someone, he may be jealous, or he may be, what if he have an attitude because you're not hanging out with him as much and you're dating someone? So the bitch was playing both sides. Now, he always bragged about how much money he made. And this was years and years ago. So he made sure that another friend saw his check stub, and the check was like for $1,200. Now keep in mind again, this was like about 15, 16 years ago. 15 years ago. He had a $1,200 check. And he didn't know. See, he thought this friend was so dingy and not that smart. But he didn't realize that the friend had looked at his hourly wage and everything. He just thought the friend was going to look at what the payout was. But the friend told me, well, honey, he made $1,200, but he was working 60 hours a week. I was like, oh, okay, well, if you're working 20 hours overtime, that's 40 hours extra on a check. You have a whole week check on top of your 2 week check. So of course you should be making well over $1,200 for 40 hours of extra working, and you say that you make this coinage like you do, sweetheart. So yesterday when I responded to him on Facebook, I said, hey, I said, hello. I was told that you was asking about me. Is there anything that you need to know? Because I mean, I'm an open book. What's going on? Oh, I heard you was doing a show, and I heard this, and I heard that. I said, okay, well, yeah. So, what's up? I am so proud of you. Oh, let's cut past this bullshit. I'm so I like your personality, and you should do great on the show. And I was like, bitch, do you not know I don't fuck with you? You do know that, right? And I'm just playing this game with you. You're being sweet and sugary and shit and giving me a cavity. But I see you for the fake ass person that you are. Always talking about losing weight. Bitch, you never will lose weight because you're engulfing whole fucking hogs and sides of fucking buffalo. You're not gonna lose weight, bitch. You eating whole fucking bushels of fucking greens and fucking hams in the greens. No, you're not going to lose weight. I don't care if those are greens that you're eating, bitch. You got a whole fucking hog cut up in there that you eating. So I basically was like, okay, you tried it. And he's like, well, I'm in Atlanta now, and I'm still doing real estate, and I started doing real estate. And I said, oh, okay, well, good for you. Are you still living with your sister as well? Oh, yeah, that's a temporary thing. No, bitch, it ain't temporary because you've been living there for 4 or 5 fucking years. That's not temporary. You're a permanent resident there now. But again, these gay men that always pump themselves up to have more than what they have just to give the image that they're grand. Bitch, I don't have to do all that. You're doing too much. It's coming across as fake. Why folks so fake? Lynn, you know what? I think it's because they feel inadequate. So therefore, they have to make themselves appear to be bigger and larger than life to get some type of attention. But he's one of those kind of people that if his friends, if you met some of his like homegirls, if he was out with his homegirls, and someone said, "Oh, your friend is cute," or "I like that," he'll be like, "Anyway," or "Why you say that?" If I introduce you to my friends and they say you cute, I say, "Yeah, I have cute friends. What you talking about?" You know? Yeah, I give people their props. Yes, my friend is handsome, but for him, it's like he's so mousy. When I say mousy, he's messy as hell, but very like scary. So if he would say, and when he was doing that back and forth shit, and I called him out, I said, "Bitch, you so fucking fake. You went back and told him this, and then you told me that, and you asked us not to tell each other. You told me not to tell him, and you told him not to tell me, so you can keep yourself protected, keeping shit up. But I'm on to you, niece. You're fake as fuck, and I don't deal with fakeness." And I ghosted his ass. I stopped dealing with him, and I just don't have energy for people like that in my life anyway. And it's crazy. But guys, I'm getting ready to go catch this shuttle. Um, Catch the gentleman's panel tonight again on Jay Wilson's platform. I want you guys to go check out African Cultural Arts Forum. They specialize in organic products for your face, your hair, different types of smell good things that you can light up and put yourself at ease at home during this time. But you guys, again, I'm out of here. Peace. Have a great day.